It's Monday and I thought what better a way to kick off the week with another SHIB Coin analysis. Let's jump in and take a look. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video. We are once again taking a look at SHIB Coin, or the Shiba Inu token, and we're doing some technical analysis and making some price predictions on where we could see the price go within the next few days, weeks and months, as we always do. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy the video and subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of content. We cover stocks, crypto, investing and wealth management, so if that tickles your fancy, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications. I'd also love to know down in the comments section below if you are a SHIB Coin holder or plan to be in the near future. But without further ado, let's get straight into the technical analysis. As always, guys, welcome into CoinSpot. If you want to buy SHIB Coin or any other cryptocurrency, there is a link down in the description of this video where you can easily sign up and start buying crypto very easily. But let's take a look at the SHIB chart, and as you can see, we have had quite an interesting week. Obviously, when we looked at it last, I explained we had a bit of a flag pattern that had been forming. So we had the top of the flag roughly around about here. Let's just copy that one, and we had it, actually it was encroaching slightly, and as you can see, I'm just going to grab that, put this one here, and you can see we had that tightening type of pattern forming, and we knew it was going to break out at some point. Let me just chuck the flagpole in there for you all. There we go. Make that a bit thicker so you can see it. With the flagpole form, we had the top line of resistance, bottom line support, and we kept going down. And what we expected would happen has occurred, and that was a breach of the resistance. And this occurred right about here a few days ago, which is awesome news, given especially as well over the past day or two we've seen a big drop in the crypto market. We've actually managed to break through a key point of resistance, and not only that, we've also managed to maintain ourselves. And when I say maintain ourselves, I mean from a support perspective. We have not breached a core level of support. I'm going to put that line in here. Oh, it's just disappeared. I'm going to put the line in there. Okay, it's not liking me. There we go. Chuck the line in there, and as you can see, this was a key point of support for us. Plenty of price action has occurred at this point in the recent history, and it was acting as a key point of support, and we've not dropped through it. In fact, we bounced off it on two separate occasions. One was yesterday, and the other was a bit earlier today. And this indicates that for us, that point of support is holding up. But obviously we want to see a solid bounce. We saw a solid bounce here, but this one doesn't look like it's as solid. That means potentially it could be tested again in the near future. Now, should this occur, what would happen? Well, we've got one of two situations. It's either going to bounce in that direction, or we're going to see a break right here and it's going to go down. Unfortunately, given the state of the crypto market, I would not be surprised if we break that level of support. So let me just copy a fresh line and see, okay, where could we drop to if that were the case? And that point is roughly right about here. So currently we are sitting at, as you can see in Australian dollars, 10.17. The point at which our support is roughly 10.08, and we're potentially looking at, if we breach this point of support here, we're potentially looking at going down to the mid nines, roughly around 9.48. You can see we didn't quite hit it at that point, but if we go across, there has been plenty of price action. This acted as a key point of resistance previously, right at this point. And if we go into the past, we can see there has been plenty of price action within this zone. But as I say, we have not breached it yet. That is only a possibility. But what we are seeing is a break is going to occur of some form within the near future. You can see we're getting really tight from a price action perspective. We had a little bit of a pump right here as soon as we breached the flag, and then it has started to consolidate and the price action has steadied, obviously, and it's going to keep going and steadying until it decides which way it's going to break. I'm hoping that we see a continuation, and best case scenario, if we see a continuation, what are we testing? Well, we will be testing this point right up here. This is one of our previous highs in most recent history. You can see over to the left hand side of the screen over here, there's been plenty of price action at this point previously, and it is roughly at the peak of where we were with regards to that nice little jump we had a few days ago. And that's sitting roughly at 1320, 1310 as you can see. So that is realistically our two scenarios that are going to occur. We're either going to breach this point of support and hit down to this point at roughly 947, or we're going to break out and potentially have another run and go for 1310, 1320 sort of range. Now ideally, given that we've been trending upwards, you can see that this hopefully I'd imagine would be a nice little point of support. We might even be able to start drawing in something like that, but I personally don't think we have enough price points being touched in order to use this as a fair sort of trend line, so I'm going to get rid of that one. But what I am going to bring in now is the moving averages. These are always fantastic to see exactly what's been going on. Now, yes, we are in the hourly chart, but we'll swap to the daily shortly. So chuck in our 20 as we like, and chuck in our 50, and we'll also just change the color of that so it's a lot more visible. There we go, and you can see something interesting has occurred. We have unfortunately had a bit of a death cross here. Now I wouldn't worry too much because it's not severe. If the death cross went bang like that, then yeah, we're probably in for a bit of a world of pain in the short term. But it has stayed relatively close together, and this is really due to the fact that we're consolidating, there's not much price jumping. You can see as soon as this death cross occurred and people realized, we had a big drop. So that's obviously going to be the case. We did have a nice positive one here which kept us driving up, and it was acting as a nice bit of support, this longer term moving average, but it wasn't to be, unfortunately. Let's just zoom out to the daily chart. Actually, let's go 4 hourly first. Just for a bit more perspective, you can see it's roughly exactly what we were seeing in the past one. But interestingly enough, on the 4 hourly, we haven't crossed yet. So that is good news, and I'm hoping that we'll potentially see a jump in the price in the next few hours, and this cross won't occur here. We don't want that short-term moving average to cross below the longer-term moving average. Obviously, when it happened here, we had a big jump. Very, very positive, but it's coming that way once again. Let's just go out to the daily now. Obviously, it's a bit harder to see exactly what's going on. We're roughly sitting at the 20-day moving average. There's no 50-day because we don't have enough pricing data, as you can see, to be able to view that, but that's fine. You can see we're actually faring pretty well, and from a daily perspective, we're really just trending sideways. So nothing major going on with SHIB at the moment, but obviously we've imminently got Shiba swap and those sorts of things coming, which will be fantastic for the coin. Really, really good news. Now let's just dive in back again to the hourly. I'll chuck one more indicator, the moving average convergence divergence. And what you can actually see is we had the cross here, but we appear to be at the peak of our selling. It's flattening out. So that means we're going to start converging, which will be fantastic, and hopefully we will see this blue line start to cross and go up, and then we should be trending upwards. If that happens at the critical point, roughly about here, where we, are getting less and less price action. It's becoming tighter and tighter. That should indicate a breakout. We should hopefully break through this point if we're green at that stage and start moving upwards. A lot of it's going to really depend on the state of the crypto market. It's not been fantastic, but for SHIB to be able to, especially over the past week, be able to weather the storm that we've been encountering and not drop back down to, you know, these lows that we saw, which was on, you know, roughly the 12th and the 13th of June. That's good, I think, and we're holding up pretty well. So that is certainly a positive for us. I hope you enjoyed the technical analysis today, guys. I'm actually really happy with how the coin has gone, considering how many other coins have actually just dipped quite significantly in the past few hours and the past couple of days. So that is awesome. It's showing a bit of strength, and we're showing that we can sort of hover around this range for a longer sort of period and potentially break out based on the technical factors. So that is key. Keep that in the back of your mind. We want to be aiming for that 13.10 Aussie dollars range and hopefully bounce off that, maybe consolidate a bit more, form a more of a solid base, and then potentially have a move upwards. It's possible, but as I say, it really depends on the state of the crypto market. If we all of a sudden have a little bit of a pump, people get more confident, buyers start coming in, then we could see it. Hopefully we do, but other than that, the technical side of things is looking relatively alright for our coin. But if you did enjoy today's video, please remember to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more of this sort of content. We cover crypto, investing, stocks, and wealth management. So if that's something that interests you, hit subscribe, turn on bell notifications, and of course, let me know down in the comments section below if you are a SHIB holder. But without further ado, guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.